lovelies. Good afternoon to those of you that are already here. Hi everyone. Hi Angie. Hi Kat. Hi Kenny. Hi Mum. Hi Vicky and Sue. Who else we got? We got so many here already. Vivian. Anyone and everyone that's already here. Hello my loves. How are you? Just a little warning, I'm feeling a little, I'm feeling very crappy and under the weather today, so it's going to be a little bit of a slow one. Just letting you know. Oh gosh. Angie, what's the difference? Do you know? I'm not quite sure. I think Supra Coloured 2 are just the newer ones, hon. I think that's what it is. I think it's just that they're newer. I don't think it's a particular thing. I could be wrong. I just think it's just that. Hi, Pamela. That's okay, hon. Honestly, I said to Andrew all day, I just don't feel right. Not at all. Hi, Tara. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, you Robin. Hi, Mona and Sherry and anyone and everyone. It's going to be quite a slow going stream today, if that's okay. Oh, nice, Sherry. What you done? What you done? Hi, you D. Yeah, and oh. Hi, you Shannon. You did a video that I asked for as well. Okay, those of you that have been looking at Shannon's. What are they, Shannon? They're like a little album. They're all made by scrapbook paper. They're absolutely made. You do them like bam, quick, bam, bam, bam. So Shannon has actually put up a video and I was watching it this morning and oh my gosh, your adhesive gun. I was like, whoa. Yes. Is the sound off? I think it should be okay. I've got the sound right on. It's showing okay my end. You all right? Hi, Winchester. Okay, anyone that wanted to know, Mum has her little doggy. We picked him up on Sunday. His name is Marley. And this is him. He is absolutely adorable. He is so cute. He's 1 year old. The lady who had him can no longer look after him. That's just my dad, bless him, in the back. So I drove him to the place on Sunday, picked him up, and he's got no fear. He's just like straight in there. So he is lovely, and they finally got a dog and it was worth the wait. He's gorgeous and he's just full of beans. He's full of life. He's gorgeous, Suzanne. Honestly, he is absolutely gorgeous. He's definitely a cross because he's quite big for a Yorkie. He's like a cross. He's gorgeous. He fits right in. He really fits right in. And remember, guys, just quickly going over it, there is still the July double page party. He is a very confident dog cat. Like, he's got no fear. Oh, and Chip, oh my gosh. So Chip met him. You'd think my dog was a war siren. He didn't know how to act. Hiya, Melody. He didn't know how to act. Hiya, Sue, honey. That's okay. You watch away wherever is best for you, my love. He was at the top of his lungs screaming, but wanted to go to him, but didn't know what to do. So he just ended up in this confused mess of like a war siren going off. And the whole court was at their windows looking at me like he was being murdered. I'm not even kidding you. Andrew said the only time he's ever heard that sound come out of a dog is when he witnessed a dog tragically being like run over. Chip produced that sound. Yeah, he's so happy. So 2 seconds, I'm just going to take a gulp and then we're going to open our book and we're just going to colour very, very relaxed today. Very relaxed today, if that's okay by you. Okay, so I've done nothing on this since we left because I've been quite busy, and we left off with this gorgeous lady And I want to work on this page today, not so much the moths today. Relax is perfect. Relax sounds very good to me. Today it sounds like heaven to me. So I have been diamond painting a little bit. I've actually got Jasmine and Aladdin's faces Jasmine's face is done. Melody, to me, her nose looks okay. You know, we talked about the nose. I think she's all right. How are you, my loves? Yes, it's going to be one of those where you grab your hobbies and you colour along. So we need to get the Vicky, I've just seen about 20 minutes before I streamed. I'll have a look that you've messaged, hon. I will get back. I'm so sorry. I'm not feeling great today. It's nothing. I'm not ignoring anyone, I promise. Oh my gosh. Oh, you started yours too. And we enabled the other day. And I've still got that on here. Hold on. We've still got the beep beep enabling alert. We enabled Kirsty to buy a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. Oh my gosh, I was like, you have been enabled. Board for your tickets. Hiya, Debbie. Hi, everyone. So as I said, grab whatever you're doing. Oh, that's okay. I don't know what it is. Something's hit me today and I just feel, I've not felt good. I felt very ropey, like sick. Pain's been high, really high. But I'm not going to moan. I'm good. I'm just having one of those days. So we're gonna deal with it, and we're gonna colour, and we're gonna relax with each other. And that's exactly what the streams are for. And I'm trying to find my colours we used last time, and I didn't leave them out, which was the bad side. I don't know why I didn't leave them out. Okay, so we were using prismas in our hair, weren't we? So we just grabbed a couple of those. I know I was using Parma, but you know when you just don't leave stuff out? I've got a new one, but I know I've got an old one somewhere. Never mind. We need the black as well. But yes, what have you all been doing? How was your Sundays and Mondays? And for those streams that I've missed out on Sunday, I will catch up with them in the next coming days, because I was picking up the dog with Mum and Dad. I'm trying to find grey lavender. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. You lurk away, hun. Okay, we got a couple. I don't know where the other ones are. I'll find him. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Your Diamond Dave is going to look spectacular. I have filmed half of a diamond painting haul. I need to film the other half and then edit it together for you so I can release that. I'm so excited to release that. I'm like, oh! You're going to have fun watching that for those of you that love diamond painting. And for those of you that don't, you might be enabled. I'm hoping. Hold on. Okay, so yeah, it was me. Okay, so we're going to use some prismas, and we're back to using the same. We're doing the hair. We're going to continue with the hair and fix what we started. Hey, KP, my love, how are you? Yeah, I turned it off. Sorry, I didn't pre-warn you about that, did I? Because I was rummaging in my pencils and I didn't want it to go all crackly in your microphone. Okay, so got some prismas and we're going to continue on this little section. I'll bring the... Is it nice and bright on your screens? KP! Yes, I really like her. She's going to have like a golden like a bronzy golden chariot. Why don't I like unicorns? It's not I dislike them. Okay. They just don't have the same feeling. I'm going to get my Parma Violet. I just don't have the same feeling as everyone else gets that makes them so happy. They're just okay. Does that make sense? Not that I dislike them. I just don't have that same enthusiasm for them. Like, I've never been a fan of them. They're just okay. Does anyone else have that about something that's so popular or hyped? So we're just we need that continuous, it's like a shine for a hair. And if you look at manga, they have this really jagged edge. You're the same, Shah. Yeah, I'm the same. I think some things are so hyped in general, in anything in life. Hi, Ali. Thank you for the links. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. Things are so hyped sometimes that I go to it and I just think, meh. And yet some things are downplayed and I end up liking them more. Does anyone else have that? And I think unicorns are very hyped. Like, they seem to be over everything. For children especially, it's like everything is unicorn, you know. And it's not that I don't like them. I don't know. They just don't have the same... Oh, the phone. They don't have the same appeal. You're not a fairy. You don't care for steampunk. You don't care for chibi girls. See, everyone's got something. And I think unicorns seem to be just on... I'm not even kidding you. You go to the shop. I need to come down a little bit more, don't I? So you come to the shops and you're buying little girls' things. And everything seems to have a unicorn on it with a rainbow. I like the rainbow, but I want to take... I want to take the unicorn out. I don't know why. I'm like, why? Why? Why are you on there? But they don't, they don't irk me as much as, I don't know, like maybe I came across as saying it. I just don't care for them. I don't know what it is. Although I like them in little small things, like little small patterns. But I don't like a huge unicorn. Like give you an example, the Jade Summer Unicorns book, that's just not for me. So I'm just using Parma Violet, guys. And that's just because, so we're just building on this a little bit and we'll build up more. And that's just because they're huge. But the Lulu Mayo unicorns are teeny tiny and they are more appealing. Hello, Emily. Mandalas. Yeah, I quite like them. Yeah, I'm the same. If there's too many or too much of something, maybe then I have to no, let's change the scene. So we'll get something else out. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull some of this colour down here. So I'm just doing small amounts at the moment, and then we'll start to build up with everything. The second stage is like the ugly duckling stage, and then we get to building, and then it looks better. It's always the way with anything that you do. You have that stage of, it doesn't really look like it's going to be anything, and then you get there, oh, okay, it's going somewhere now. And I think we have that with skin and hair. We have the ugly duckling stage where we think, oh dear Lord, and then we get to 2 or 3 layers in and we think, okay, this is coming together now. Yeah, KP, they're cute, they're small. I like them because they're small, and like you say, they're round, they're chubby. It's like I love her sloths. I must admit, her sloths are adorable, and her little hammerhead sharks, oh my gosh. But I don't care for unicorns too much. Hello, Kirsty. I mentioned you earlier. Said we enabled you and you got your first Diamond Art Club order. And I'm so happy for you. Remember, if there's anything for me, please pop it in capital letters so I can see it. Otherwise, I'll just assume that you're chit-chatting and I might not see it. Okay, so I'm just putting in my Parma Violet, which is PC1008. I should know this one off by heart. I use it a lot. And today is just a chill and colour. So grab your hobbies, whatever you're doing in the background, or if you're at work and you're listening, grab anything that you need to chill out with, a snack, a drink, because it's going to be one of those just relax streams. Hi Tammy. Shannon, where is Nashville on the map? Are you south, west, east? Is it south? I was just wondering where Nashville was. I love the accent. And I love, Shannon said, and she said it in her video, so if you've not checked it out, go check it out. She said, machines are made to be perfect. Humans aren't. People aren't. I loved that quote, and I was like, quote of July. So when you give yourself a hard time over things not looking like they should, you're not programmed to be perfect. And I was like, yes, I love that. It actually made me think like, okay, when I'm not having a good time with one of my pictures, it's not supposed to be, so it's fine. Okay, let's go for this little one here. It's going to have a shine, so I'm going to keep like a bit here. Okay, and I'm just going to go straight in with colour on that bit because there's no point. And the same with that bit, like just block colour. I'm not going to. Okay, and the next the next part, I'm just going to build up. I'm not going to, you know. So I've kept shine where I want shine, but we'll come in with some colour. Next up, I'm going to bring in, oh no, let me bring in another colour. Hold on. It's so, Vicky, you'll enjoy it, and it makes you want to make one. I asked her from when she did them before, I was like, how do you do them? Now we know. Okay, dark purple. So this one is dark purple, which is PC931. And what I'm going to start introducing from very shortly is a monthly colour along that I'm going to do in stages. So we're going to have our live streams. But I'm going to introduce into the channel, because I haven't done it yet, because I'm usually a live streamer. I'm going to introduce in a monthly, from August, a monthly colour along. So you will pick the picture, I'll upload it in parts. It might be with music, but it will have the colour cards and stuff in there, so you can follow along. So we're going to do one of those on an upload, and you will get to vote. And I'm going to introduce those from August, because I don't think we got anything going on in August for sure. We got Andrew's birthday coming up, which I said to him, what do you want, you know? But I have to get him a personalised balloon as well. But yeah, we're going to start doing that. D, I think just take your time. So like, with these braids, I'm not going to do them in little bits. Hold on. And then the rest of them, just take your time and layer up. I say that all the time. If layering is not for you, just go slowly and just build your colour up in like one round. So go from, you know, hard pressure to light pressure. But I don't think you need to particularly go, you know, very quick with her. I think it's one of those things that took me time. So like, just take your time with it. Oh, nice, Sherry. You know what they've done? It's one of the things I wanted to kind of like talk about, but it upsets me a little bit what the restrictions are with the weddings here in the UK. So it put a bit of a dampener on things for us, because obviously we want to get married next year, but because of the restrictions that have imposed this year, everyone's moving their weddings to next, and your dad can't walk you down the aisle, you can't have food and drink, you can't have any more than 30 people attending, and that has to include the staff. You can't have music, you can't have anything. So really, you're just having a ceremony and you're gone, and with a very few people. So of course, most people aren't having that, and they're rescheduling for next year. So they've got first pickings. Of course they have. It's their big day. So that has now limited us on when we can get married next year. It's just crazy. So that's something that's happened here in the UK. And it's really put a dampener on everything. But as I say to Andrew, you know, we're healthy and happy. Healthy in the way of, you know, COVID. And it's really, I don't know, what's your opinions on that? If you're watching this back as well, you know, would you have a wedding with those restrictions, or would you go and move it and, you know, possibly have to postpone for 6 months to a year? Oh no, not this one, KP. Yeah, they don't. But they'll allow pubs and restaurants open. So it doesn't make any sense to me. So, you know, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about it. It really, really, really upset me. So I've been trying to kind of like come to terms with that. You know, things might, again, like everything has been put on hold, this will be put on hold. And I don't know what to kind of think about it all. Okay, so we're going to bring some dark purple. I haven't moved my pencil to anything else yet. So we're just adding strands and we'll build up. You know, don't get me wrong, I know I'm not the only one. There's loads of people, but when you've waited 15 years, you know, it's kind of one of those things that you just a little bit, you're hurt by. You would have a private marriage and then you'd have a wedding ceremony later. Yes, see, but when you've had something in your head for so, you know what I mean, ladies? It's one of those things, especially for brides. You know, you have that in your head, a vision, and you want everyone that you love there, don't you? I don't know. And then dad not walking me down the I'm you know, mum and dad's only child at home. I have got a stepsister, but I don't know her. She went with her mum years ago, so I am the only child. And yeah, I just don't know about that. I'm in a little bit of a pickle on that one, and I think, you know, I don't know, I'm lost for words actually at the moment with that. Okay. Yeah, Kirsty, I do. You know, not particularly like huge numbers of people, but 100 people was going to be roughly what we were going to have, and then sort of 150 in the evening. And to try and like dwindle that down when all of my family are so excited and friends, and it's just something that I'm very reluctant to say, hey, you know. Okay, so I'm going to get the lavender. I'm going to put some highlights of a lighter colour. So now we're going to start to really see this, you know, come to life. Okay, so we're going to we've got some shine in there, and we're going to keep that shine there as well. Okay, and then bring some into this section here. And then there's some little bits here that I'm just going to go in between those little beads. There we go. And then the same with in here. Okay. And then also into there. Yeah, get to wear it. Yeah. No, Sherry, I'm good to talk about most things. You know me by now, lovelies. I am an open book. Yeah, I think I have to postpone. Yeah. Okay, Black Cherry, which is PC10, focus, 78. Focus back again. There we go. let's go into this one. And I'm just going to bring some more of those strands. And now this is where your sort of deeper parts are in. And if you are doing hair and you're doing it on a small little, whoopsie, small little lady like this, without breaking your pencil, guys, that was me pushing a bit too hard. Okay, and also when you're coming down here, I'm going to flick that. We've done a hair series. So there is a playlist for all the hair. If you wanted to go, you know, to my basics on how I approach it. But that's some more portraits, and that's something I'd like to do next, is a portrait again, because I really enjoy them. Now, I have a couple of books in mind that I want to go to, or PDFs. I will put them up as a poll on the community tab. So look out for that on the next colour along. This will be in a few parts, but we can break this up. We can do one and one like we usually do. And as I said, from August, I'm going to introduce a colour along each month that we're going to do in, like, I'm going to try and condense it to 4 uploads or 3 uploads in real time, if that's something that you would prefer. I don't mind speeding up slightly, but if you prefer real time, I am all for that, because it gets filmed in real time anyway. Okay, so she's got this lovely purple hair. Hi, I'm Becky. Hey, Adri. Yeah, I think we're all adapting. And I'm going to get some black. So black is PC935. And then you know this little part here, we're just going to go on the underneath. And I'm going to add where I'd like some to come in. Now, this part is going to be a little bit deeper, coming from her little fringe. Or you call them bangs in the US, which I love. When you say bangs, I'm like, yes, I love it. Okay. And then if I come up, she's got this really deep purple hair now, right? Yeah. Okay. So I don't want to fiddle. You know, this is more whimsical, isn't it? I'm going to go for lavender. And with a cartoon like, let's get a little bit deeper there. With a cartoon like drawing, you don't have to do things so realistic. You can do them in like a more cartoon like, which means you can pretty much do anything that you'd like. You don't have to do it so realistic. We're not doing a portrait. Okay, so we're going to move on to her chariot very shortly. Just finishing touches, so lavender, and just getting in that, you know, that highlight of where you want it to go. So I'm just going to put some in there. And the same with coming down here. There we go. So it's like a nice deep purple, and I think it goes for the skin as well. So we're going to do more and elaborate more on her headdress and stuff. So I'm just going to have a sip of tea. It does sound better than fringe, doesn't it? Okay. Her chariot. So we need things like her, let's have a look at our Sargent Arts, because remember we're doing Sargent Art and Prismas. So we need a nice tone. Let me get a bit of paper. There we go. And we're going to do like a sort of browny orange. So in the Sargent Arts, there is a light brown, which is a nice brown, which we used before, and it's actually a really nice brown for what we're going to need it for. And there's like a orange, but it's like a rust. It's called rust, funnily enough. And then you need a dark contrast. Hiya, Mary Berry. You need a contrast between that. So that's where you come in with like a brown, so it's burnt sienna. And then you obviously need an ochre tone. This one's called Maze. We could do this in Sargent Arts actually. Okay, so that's quite nice. I like the Sargent Arts. Remember, we were using them and they mix really well. So we might bring in a bit of pumpkin orange, etc. Hello, Deb. How are you, hon? Okay, so let's get some chocolate in on the mix as well. So that's probably a better chocolate from Prismas. Probably goes really nicely. And as I said, we'll come down to this chariot. So we may need something a little bit lighter to go in there. Maybe a deco yellow. We'll see. So that might be our highlight. Hello, lovelies coming in. Today we're having a nice chill and colour stream. So grab your hobbies, grab what you're doing and chill with us for a little while. So Tuscan might be a good addition, but we're just getting a few colours out and we'll have a look. What's always a nice tone is pumpkin orange, but also minerals and stuff can go. I do prefer pumpkin, but I've used so many pumpkin oranges. I feel like I've used too much of that colour and I'm like, but I just gravitate towards it. Okay, so we've got a pumpkin orange in on the mix as well. D, buy yourself one. Oh my gosh, you got 3 different teas on the go. You sound like my mum. When I go to my mum's, we all have different dinners. I'm no kidding. Bless her, she has to do 3 or 4 different dinners at a time. Okay, let's go for so I'm just going to go straight in. So with the Sargent Arts, there is one called Maze. I don't know if it's going to pick up the colour. It's not really, is it? Is it picking it up? Well, anyway, Sargent Arts has got a colour called Maze. And they're not numbered. They're just got a straight out name on them. So I'm going to go straight in with the whole, you know, over the whole thing for a bit. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I might do that in like a gold. But definitely not doing it like going over the whole thing. We might do that in the same colours but individual from the chariot. These little dimples, I think we're just going like and deepen them with the pumpkin or the brown, so they look like dimples rather than polka dots, because I think they're kind of like a hammered metal. Or of course you can white them out and go over them with colour, entirely up to you. How many hashtags have you guys done so far for the month? I've actually been on a roll because I did last week's colour marathon and I really did colour every day. I was so proud of myself. And Imogen, Colouring Kids, she did a vlog on it. She coloured. She did an art project. She's so sweet. So I did colour every day last week and I managed to do 2 pictures in that time. I did my Christmas in July, which was a Hannah Lynn. And I also did the Gelato Vicky's hashtag as well, and I started my summer nights, so I am on a roll, although I'm a little bit iffy on my summer nights, so I might do a different one in there. I'm not sure I'm liking the one that I've started. So I have a second backup picture in summer nights to do, so I think I'll choose that instead. I wasn't quite sure of my progress. I was like so I started a portrait in there and I think I'm going to do a bug page, so that counts for a couple. So have you done any hashtags this month? So we're going over the whole thing with Maze and still with this part as well. So certain areas are still going to be this sort of hammered bronzed, like it's an oranged bronze that we're doing, and then I do this as well in that same colour, just separate in the very middle. So I'm leaving out the top and I'm just going in the middle. Oh, you're doing a Lizzie. I love your Lizzie ones. You and Francis are so amazing with them. I still am scared to death of them. Yes, make yourself colour just a little bit if you've lost your way, and quite a lot of people said they've lost their way for a little while. You know, when the world went crazy, people didn't have the inspiration for it, and I was there with you guys. But half an hour each day is good for you. Let's go for the middle, and then these are going to be silver. I don't know how this chariot's going to come out. So it's a Sargent Art maze. I'll write them down as I go along so I don't lose it. So Sargent Art, so it's maze is first. I'll write them at the side and I'll put it in there. Then we're going to come in with a light brown Sargent Art, so light brown. And this is planning out your colours, and then you're going to go deep. So this looks nothing like how it will be. I always plan my colours first and then go in and layer up. So let's go in with some of that. Now there has to be an area that's going to be lighter, so it's going to be the very middle. And it's the same, this will be your darkest sort of around there, coming out. So I'm just planning where my lights and darks are going to be now. So we've got a base down. Always a good start. Remember, if there's anything for me, big capitals. No, I haven't forgotten, KP, but it won't be the, well, I suppose I could do a Christmas one. I don't mind. I haven't forgotten. If I'm going to do one out of there, it's going to be with you both. I haven't done one in there yet. Preview of the new manga book coming in September. The creepy cute one, no, I have not seen it yet. I've only seen the front. She hasn't released anything yet. She's not released any images of what's going to be inside. She's not, I'm pretty sure I've not, I'm just thinking, no, I haven't seen any. Okay, let's add, there's going to be a bit down here. No, I'm all good to do a body colour whenever in that book. Just let me know. And which one are you doing in there? Have you chosen? Or are you doing different pictures out of there? They can be smooth. They can be smooth coats. They don't have to be fuzzy. If you're still is anyone intimidated by fur and stuff, just do it smooth coat. You don't have to do furry at all. Okay, so we can see where we're going to go with our lights and darks. I think we're going to have more of a lighter shade there. So let's bring up some more into the middle. Don't forget, this is just planning my colours out. This is all pencil. I think the next one we're going to do a mixed media. And then let's go for some, especially on the underneath of that. I was going to have some. And then, hold on, let's have a look. So we'll have an underneath, especially there, and this side. And then that side. We're going to keep it on the top. Let's go for there. The underneath will be the darkest. That will be darkest, and that side. Roughly, won't it? Yeah. Okay, and then the same with coming up to here. So we'll do the chariot today, and we'll do that hammered. Yeah, we're doing like a you'll see. It's like an orange bronzed colour. Okay, so we're going to go for rust. So we've had light brown, maize, and now rust. And then we'll start to now deepen colours. So that's what we can start doing because we know where our shadows are now. So we're going to come in with rust, which is like pumpkin orange. It's not that far off. So just bring in some of that colour in. I'm not rushing because I want to be happy with the result. It's not about going on anything because you're going to do that butterfly in the colours that you've got there anyway, or it might be a gold. It might be a gold. So I'm just coming in where all my areas are that I've put colour. So it looks funny at the moment. It's not supposed to have the final result yet. We've got a lot of work to do on this chariot. I hope I like it after. You know when you look at some things and you're doing it and you're not quite sure how it's going to come out? This is one of them. Okay. So she's going to have that down here as well. So I'm not going in too heavy at the moment because the brown's got to still come in. But the brown's not going to go all the way. It's going to go over the colours that you've already laid, but not all the way through. So I'm going to leave that down there a second. Okay, let's bring in for a minute our chocolate. We did that with prismas. So chocolate is our prisma colour, which is PC1082. Now let's bring in this like deep, and then we got to layer up. So we'll do this one section here. You'll see how it will come out. So I've done this colour before. Here, can you see? And how we faded it out. So we're kind of doing that, but just on a bigger scale. So all the colours complement each other, especially the chocolate. And I'm not sure about anyone else, but I'm always a little bit iffy with papers for a little bit until I get hang of them. And I'm always like this for this one. I'm not quite sure how it's going to sort of come out until the end. Then I'm going to grab my maze again that we were using earlier, and now I'm going to start to layer up. So you can use yellow ochre if you've not got the Sargent Arts, and you can also use any ochre tone in any set. Naples ochre in polys if you've got polys. There's lots of tones you can use as well as this one. So just match up colours. There is always an alternative. It's, you know, it's all going to be, it's showing up quite orange in yours, but I don't know why. So we need to come in a little bit more with that brown. So it's like a oranged brown sort of, I don't know what they call it, the colour. It's like a copper, but got more of an orange tint. And then you come to the middle, which will be your lightest, but we'll go around that as well. Yeah, I'm always sure. I get to that point where I'm like, is it going to come out exactly how I've got it in my head, or is it going to be totally different? And you know what? It will be fine. It just takes the ugly duckling stage. I've always said that. You have a stage where you're unsure about your own results, and then before you know it, it's fine. I'm just looking for a dark brown. I don't want to do black. We need like a dark umber. Oh my goodness, I can't find. Oh, sepia is fine. Sepia is fine. Okay, so we're going to get sepia, which is PC948, which is darker. That's going to mix in with your chocolate. So we're just going to layer up, do one section at a time. Okay, so just mix between that with your chocolate. Black is your very last colour you go to. So at this point you're just layering up, and you know, you don't have to do this. This is just my way. I'm going to do this picture. We're going to go back to light brown. Just come outwards right outwards. Your rust is still in there, it's still underneath. But I don't think we're going to need any more of that, to be honest. And then you come back out. Oh no, trust me, there's loads of even if pages don't come out the way you want, it's fine. Like, it's just part of your process. They're not supposed to be all uniformed. You know, we grow and learn. And it's colouring. I say this all the time. You know, I'm not going to beat myself up over a colouring page. It's colouring. And I think that's the good thing with anything now. I've got that attitude, whereas I used to really give myself a hard time. It's a colouring page. It doesn't have to be perfect, sepia. It's just got to be something that I'm happy to look at. It makes me happy to look at, and I've enjoyed the process. Okay, so that's how we're going to kind of approach this one. Okay, go back to my maze. And then up. That's going to come back down to here. Let's go for chocolate. That bit's going to be darkest. This is all going to be gold. So we're going to do gold sort of embellishments around it. And we still got to do all those little tiny bits as well. Okay. I hope you're working on something or doing something whilst you're listening. As I said, today is going to be one of those soothing days. It's like one of those fall to sleep with my art kind of things. Yes. Same here, enjoying the process. I don't necessarily stress anymore. Back to my light brown sargent art. It's also like the sienna brown or burnt ochre if you've got prismas. I just like mixing the two. Okay, let's come down to this part. So I don't want to do too much light in this, to be honest, because we're coming down to underneath, but it's got to have the lighter area. So let's put over the light brown. The maze is still going to be a big part of this. Let's go for, okay, let's go for around here and down here, down there. Okay, so you've still got the rust in there as well. So it's just my light brown. Don't worry about going on anything. We can always erase that. Okay, come back to my chocolate. Now I've got to really sort of work out what's going to be dark. So it's probably going to be around here. And then it's going to be around, I suppose. Let's go around that way. Down here is going to have my chocolate as well. So it's prismas and sargent arts. We're going to have chocolate in there. And then I'm going to bring quite a fair amount into this now, so very lightly. And then sepia. Oh, sorry if I've missed anything. Please pop it in caps, so when I look up I see it, because I know me, I'll miss it and you'll feel I'm ignoring you, and I'm really not. It goes off my screen very quick, so I only see a small segment of chat. So if it's gone off my screen, I haven't seen it. And that can also apply. Yes, they are. Sue, they're exactly the same. So the Spirifarbens, a lot of people have got. We don't have them in the UK. However, the colours and the feel, I believe, on comparisons, people have said they're just exactly the same. So if you've got Spirifarbens, they mix in really well with your prismas and other pencils. So use what you've got. That's my whole point, because sometimes we abandon pencil sets because, you know, they're there, but we tend to stick to one set. But the whole point is, if you've got them and they mix well, use them. You know, a lot of them do mix well, a lot do, and we probably just don't use them as much as we should, and then we end up sort of abandoning a lot of pencil sets. So I'm trying to mix my pencil sets, and you can kind of like guess on what sets have colours that are very similar. So if you're following along with any other colours, you can say, right, swap that one out because I don't have that set. Swap that out. I'm going back to my light brown for a burnt ochre, or swap the rust out for pumpkin orange, etc., etc. So you can always swap them out if you don't have a set and you're following someone along. Something's always very similar. Oh, I've got that in the camera. Sorry, guys. Something's always very similar to another set that you've got. Hi Shell, hi Molly, hi everyone. I'm so sorry for those coming in and I've not seen you. Big blanket hello to everyone's back to Maze. We're just gonna mix between. And as I said, with anything fantasy art, you don't have that big thing on your shoulders of making things look realistic like you would maybe with a portrait. A portrait, we always want to make it look realistic because in our heads that's what they should be like, even though you don't have to, but our minds tell us that it has to be. So I would say with any fantasy or whimsical or fairies or manga, anime, anything like that, you can kind of play around. Hold on, let me get a blender pencil. How do they compare? Sing. They are very much like the Black Widows, weirdly. It's funny you say that. Oh, bless you. Good luck with those marks. Just going to get a blender pencil for that little bit there. They are very much like the Black Widows. And apparently, guys, look, in the next 2 weeks, he's going to be starting to list the Black Widow sets up. And I believe one of them, I don't know if it's Netherlands or... Is it the Netherlands? I believe so. The Netherlands have them listed. Have a look on their Amazon already. I don't know if they're available there, but they're definitely listed. He put it up on his Albert, on his notifications. Okay, chocolate. But we're going to have them probably by the beginning of August for definite on our Amazons, where we can get the new 48 set. I think it's going to be a full 48 set and not a, you know, like we had the 2 skin tone sets. That's just, yeah, they're not going to be that. It's going to be one set. And there's no replicants. Sepia. So you're going to have them in the next coming weeks, which is good. But yeah, they do remind me, funny you say that, they do remind me of the Black Widows. Definitely remind me of the Black Widows. Okay, gonna go back to my light brown. We'll do the middle gold. We've got to get a gold colour combination going with the Sargent Arts. I could probably do that all in Sargent Arts. Okay, so we're going to go for some of that underneath. These ropes can be like a darker colour. Okay, I'm not quite sure the colours I want to do her top yet. I have to think while we're doing this, because it's going to be a lot of butterflies coming off of her. That middle bit needs to be graduated out. I'm just going to come back to my light brown. It needs less maize. They layer beautiful. So if you are someone that likes to layer, these are taking layers so well. There's no struggle on the paper There's no struggle or resistance against the other pencils. They're just going on top of each other very, very well. That's okay. Yes, the new ones, the new announcement. I think it was today he announced that about the Black Widows. If you go onto the Black Widow Facebook page, you'll get all the information. So make sure you like that page, because there will be more on there with regards to when it's listed. It might be sooner than what they anticipate, because he's put the latest date. I'm on chocolate now. He's put the latest date so that, you know, there's no disappointment, because it's already been pushed back so much. And he, you know, he's thanked everyone for their patience, but things have been up in the air for most things, haven't they? So I think patience on some pencils is absolutely fine. And they were supposed to be in June, but everything happened. So they've now been pushed back to end of July, beginning of August. Light brown and chocolate. Sepia, just to see where I want my deep. Certain things take so long and other things not so much. Light brown. Small circular motions just building up. I will do. I very rarely use it, but I just try to look up the news KP. I'll let you know. I'll put it up on Instagram as well when they're released to let everyone know, because you'll probably see before me Maze, but when I do see it, I'll pop the notification up that they're live. Okay, let's go for, I need to still do quite a bit on this part here. Let's go for some Maze. We still need to put some of that hammered, but we'll do that last. You know, sometimes you wish that you started with a watercolour base. This is one of them. We really need to go back to portrait, because that's something I really enjoy and I've missed it. And I do really enjoy Tim Jeffs as well. Okay. Going to come down to here. Let's go to our light brown. So we're going to come in with some of this colour. Yeah, what did I use on the skin? Prismas. It's on the last stream, the part 1 that we did. We ended with her skin. Maze, and then we'll just build up that part. So we'll blend all that together. Okay, back to light brown in the Sargent art. Sorry I'm not so chatty today. It's one of those, as I said, sometimes it's nice to have a stream where you just chill out, colour, chat with the chat and completely relax. Yes, Connie has, are you talking about the new Lumis? Connie has used them in a stream and they look amazing. I'm going to order mine at the end of the month. They're starting to be dispatched in the UK, I think next week, I believe. I don't think anyone here has got them yet. Chocolate, but they will start to be dispatched from next week. So I won't be the first batch, but I'll be the second batch probably, which is fine. I'm patient. We've come this far, you know, we haven't had them this far. We've been asking for them, but I'm good to wait. Okay, back to my light brown from my chocolate in now the Sargent art. And let's get a good amount down. And then I'm just going to grab my blender pencil. Cult pens, Vicky. Cult pens. I think they're international shipping as well, but I don't know how much they would be. You'll have to have a look, hon. But if you're in the UK and you are ordering the new Lumis, they are free shipping. If you are overseas, there will be a shipping fee, but I'm not quite sure on the amount. So you're going to have to check that out. Okay, when using a blender pencil, please don't press down too hard because it can rip your paper. I learnt that the harsh way and ruined a completely okay picture by pressing way too hard and ruining what I'd done. I was like, no! Oh, I haven't seen anything on that either. That would be very nice, but I haven't seen anything on that. Okay, so let's go in with some burnt sienna. So I'm going to come on to these sections here. I mean, they've got such a big range, Prismas. I don't feel they're missing out on anything. Am I right? Or you feel the same? Okay, let's come halfway point. And the same with this part here. Now on the underneath, I'm just going to add some burnt sienna. So we've added a new colour in. Thanks, Ali. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll start to, but I'm not entirely sold on it yet on this picture. But we'll get there. We all have that one, don't we? We're a bit, we'll see where this goes. Okay, let's add burnt sienna. Okay, then we're going to go for down here. Same within this little part and beyond. And I'm going to meet it around here as well. Okay, now these are the same, are they what they called? Spokes? Is that right? Spokes? I think so. Oh, nice. Okay, chocolate. And then I'm just going to grab that light brown Sargent art. And then we'll get the maize in there and blend. Okay. And then we'll work out a little combination at the side with gold. And then some into here. And again, we're just going to add a little bit of that also into here. Okay. Oh, nice. Pablo's, they're one of the ones I least use, I must admit, but they do mix really well with your polychromos. They're like, I don't know, they're like hand in hand with them. So if you want one to play with in terms of mixing them in, polys and Pablo's go hand in hand. Like really do. Okay, maize. And then we need our black. Any black will do. So if you've got another set and you've got black next to you, grab that. Okay. So it's like a hammered, we're going to have a hammered little effect now. So I'm going to grab, we'll grab our black. So I've got black here. And I'm going to just add where I want some darker bits. That's going to have like a shadow there, so I'm just going to add that in already, like that. And then, oh, I've got to put some maize on this. Like that. And then we need to have that hammered. So I'm going to get my pumpkin orange actually on this. No, I don't very rarely. I've used it, but more if I'm going to use it, it'll be on grayscale. Okay, so I'm going with my pumpkin orange. Zest it is good with using on grayscale. It would make life easier if I did, to be fair. But I don't really like solvents. I'm not very good with solvents. I'd rather give, oh my gosh, my pumpkin oranges. This is the third one that breaks, and that's not me, it's soft. Oh, you like it, Heather? Yeah, it's my little baby. I've got really crumbly pumpkin oranges, and as I said, I'm not pressing hard. But this is the third one. I think I've moaned about it in the past. Pumpkin, orange and chocolate always break on me. I've had three that I've had new and they've gone and they're terrible. This is the third one and it feels like it's going to break again. It's so crumbly. So I'm not going to do every single one. And I'm not going over the whole thing. I'm very, very, very light. I'm not even going hard. I'm very lightly coating it. It's not cracked. Oh, actually, there is a crack. There's a crack in my lead, in my colour. So maybe that's what it is. There is a crack all the way in the lead. It's going to do this the whole way down, isn't it? I can see it now. It feels loose. Oh, really, Angie? Yeah, I've just noticed I have like 2 cracks in my lead right through to the very bottom. So it's gonna, that's another thing. If you get your prismas, guys, check the actual parts here because 9 times out of 10 you'll see if there is a break. And I do have a break, so that explains it, doesn't it? Okay, so I think with this particular, we'll do 2 lives with this and finish this on camera. I'm going to keep the setup out so that I've got the rest of the week for filming. And I think I'll continue the rest of this on camera and come back on Saturday. We'll do something nice and fresh and new. And we can even do, we could do something like a colour combination stream, or we'll see. But I think we'll do two to 3 on this, and then the rest is going to be upload. Because then I can just take my time with it on uploads for you guys. Okay, these need to be, I really kind of want these to be different colours, because they're all butterfly rainbows, but we've got to do this first. So we're going to have to work out a gold. That's too much. Okay, let's go for, that's too bright. That's too dull. Let's go for maybe a cream. I just finished one, a Christmas in July one, so I've got to pick another one out. I started one in Summer Nights. It's okay, those 2. But I haven't picked another one out yet. What about you? Hold on, let's go for maybe some chocolate and black. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to go over the entire thing in the middle with sand. Do I want to do that though? Hold on, I'm having a think. Yeah, so her actual, I'm going to do it on her bra as well. The bra, not the butterfly, is going to be the gold as well. So we're going over with sand, which is 940. The butterfly is going to be the same over the whole thing, but very lightly. So I'm just sort of thinking my way through this at the minute. Okay. Let's go over the whole thing. Okay. Oh, let's have a look for, what did I pick up? Okay. So we might do a little bit of that maze. It's quite a good colour to go in with, isn't it? Let's go round. So we've done sand, and we're just coming in with some maze. And then, same with this, I just need to sharpen. Ah, thank you. Yes, Vicky, congratulations. Vicky got the job that she applied for. So huge congratulations, because in these times it's hard and there are a lot of people who are, you know, out of work because of this. So congratulations. And it's a new beginning and a new era for you because you got the house and now you've got the job. So it's new beginnings, and cheers to new beginnings. I haven't got a drink, but I've got a cup of tea. So cheers to new beginnings and new starts. And this could be the job that you've been waiting for. Okay, we're going to go for maze. And I'm just planning where I want my shading to go. As I said, I'll do the chariot today. I really want to plan which, I kind of want blues, pinks coming out of her. There's just going to be one colour, you know, butterflies. And maybe some yellows coming out. Okay, let's go for this one. Aww. Yep, that's right. I mean, you know, they say every cloud has a silver lining. And this could be the silver lining that you've been waiting for, this particular one. One door shuts and another door opens, isn't that right? So, congrats, honey, you deserve it. Okay. There we go. So we got some where I'm putting stuff on the go. Right. So we've got to put a bit brown now. Okay, here you got balloons. So which one are you doing? A Misfits? We got chocolate 1082. Balloons sounds like Misfits to me. Okay, so I'm going to go in all these little hammered areas. So there's like a little hammered area inside these, and it's the same, you got kind of like around here. And the same with coming into here. Just going to put some chocolate. Oh my gosh, I'm so like aware of being very quiet today. It's not like me, is it? What's going on? Okay, let's go in here. And then I need to come in with some more light. Oh, that's so sweet. 940. My Million Mermaids is going to take forever, but I am so okay with that. And I finally got a delivery date on the Intricate Animals number 5, Tim Jeffs. So there wasn't one. It just got delayed. And they emailed me to say that it's going to be in end of the month. Okay, we're going to go for a tiny bit of sepia now. Again, I'm just going to pick where I'm going to have my shadows. And pick up my sand again. And we're going to still got to get some white in on this and stuff. Okay, let's go for some black. But black is going to be very far and few between. So it's just like a little bit in each part. And especially on the outside, so that you can see that it's definite from like away from her skin. Again, grabbing my sand, getting my maze. And we need our Posca. Back to sand from maze. It's just very light. Okay, I'm going to get a Posca pen. Good morning, Dandria. Okay, so we're going to get this. And the same with that part. Okay, so again, I'm going to bring in a little bit of chocolate into here. A little bit of sand. Okay. Pull some of that highlight over. And then with these round bits, I've just got my chocolate for a second. So we can do them all colourful coming out of her. Down to this area here, this is going to be a bit larger. So I'm going to get my chocolate. Let's go for the body first. So chocolate prisma. Back to my sand prisma. And just make sure my highlights are all in because I don't want to overdo this one. Maze. And again, chocolate. Especially into the areas. Maze. Sargent art. Sand prisma. And then my black's got to go into detailing. So I'm just going to make sure that there is a section on which it shows that there is like a definite difference from where the one colour is to that one. Okay, I just have to scroll up because I can see that someone's just gone off the page in caps. Hold on. Oh, thanks. Yeah, she's starting to come to life. She will get there. It's little bits and bobs, isn't it? At a time. Okay, so we're going to go to my chocolate again. And we've already looked at where we've got our darks and lights. So this is where this can come in very handy for us at this point. Especially coming over here. And then I'm going to grab a couple of books and we can pick what we're going to do on Saturday. or if there's an element in something. We don't have to do necessarily a colour along. If there was an element that we wanted to have a look at and tackle, then we could. Or we can even grab a Helen Elliston or a Jennifer Zimmerman book out and follow a tutorial. It's entirely up to you guys. I think we can do pretty much any one of those. We can either do colour combinations, which we've done on our sheet, or we can do a start new colour along portrait, or follow a tutorial in one of the tutorial books, which will be fun. Okay, let's add a touch of that chocolate brown. See, this one you don't want to burnish too much in because it will take and detract away from that yellow, but it also has to have shadows. So let's go in with a maze. And jasmine. And the same with coming in here. Yeah, I like anything. I must admit, I'm one of those ladies that when I tune into a channel, I'm pretty much like, whatever the host has like given us, I'm just like, yes, because they've given us time, they're putting effort into it, you know. I appreciate anything because I know how much goes into a video or like planning on a live stream. But I'll be planning something for the next one. Like, I'll have a plan. I'll have a plan, don't worry. I won't be winging it next time. I used to have everything planned out, but I just need to get myself back in a routine. Okay, now I'm going to go back to sand. I'm going in with the sand all over for a second, just applying enough so that I can see that it's supposed to be this colour and not chocolate. Chocolate is just like deepening up, and I still got to add a little bit of depth. Okay, I'm going to come over to gold, so my Prisma Gold. And the gold is like a dark, let me show you. It's quite dark, it's not light, as opposed to when you use a yellow. You see the difference? It's so dark in comparison. So, it's going to go where my dark is, and not where light's supposed to be. Oh, bless you. And we do one side of the wing, and then we're just going to confetti those butterflies. So all those butterflies, we're going to confetti them out. So we're going to have some blues, and I'm only going to use 2 colours for each. So if there's a blue, it's a light and a dark. If there's a pink, it's a light and a dark, like that. And we're going to confetti them out because it's kind of like a rainbow of butterflies. So we're going to confetti all that butterfly stuff out. So that's going to be the sprinkle of colour that hit the page, because they are. I mean, they're supposed to be, you know. So we're going to have that. Okay, let's add a touch of chocolate into that. So that's the gold, metallic gold in Prismas and chocolate in Prismas. And then we're going to come back to the sand and just blend that out. We're going to add white Posca as well, but that's in a moment. Go to my black, and I'm just going to make sure that I've got like a difference of where one thing ends and one thing starts. Hey Amanda, hey Helly, I'm so sorry anyone I missed today. Oh my gosh, I'm not my usual. I'm so sorry for those of you that are like, oh my gosh, Sam, get some life in you. Maze. So Sergeant Art Maze. And again, I'm just going to come to my chocolate for a second and sand. So I'll go through which colours I've used in a moment. There we go. And I'm just going to add a bit into there as well. There we go. All right. So with that, I'm just going to like go to where I want some shine. I don't necessarily want, I'm going to add like the tops. I'm just going to add them around there. So all those areas that are slightly whitened, I'm not going to worry about those for a moment. I think we'll get to there when I want to go over any finishing touches and see if I want to add any more colour. Right, okay, I'm on my maze again. Let's add a touch more. And sand. And then we're going to go for our chocolate, which I love. Look how small they go. I love them. I've gone for about 5 of these. Chocolate and pumpkins. Although mine, I'm going to say, I've gone through them quicker because they blooming break on me all the time. I'm like, what? I only just bought you. Where you gone? It's like, break. I'm like, thanks. That was so nice. Metallic gold in the prismas. It's notorious for it. I'm like, no, stop it. I just bought you. Stop it. Don't be doing that on me. I actually talk to my pages and my pencils all the time. I'm like, what's going on? Stop. Andrew must think I'm cuckoo. Well, he knows I'm cuckoo half the time. He's having a good day today, I think, because I'm quiet. He's having a break. I've been so quiet today. You must think that something's wrong. Okay, maze in the Sargent art again. And then black. And it's just going to go on the underneath. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not come over to me with like a temperature check. Like, are you okay? Are you fine there? I'm like, yes, I'm fine, dear. Okay, chocolate. Or he's either that or he's making the most of today. Because he knows that the crazy train woman will be back tomorrow. So, I know he's probably having a good day today. Just thinking about it. He's having like a day that he's probably chilled for once and not on edge around me. Okay, maze. I know that. Like, I can just see it in his face, like he's just happy. Oh, poor man. What has he got back in the next couple of days? No, I did say to him this morning I wasn't feeling good. So, and bless him, he has made me loads of cups of tea today, which he can make another one, I suppose. That won't hurt, will it? Okay, so we're done one side for a second. We're going to get some... Yeah, Heather, honestly, some days he doesn't... I don't think he knows how to handle me some days. He must think, You know, what have I invested in? No, he's fine. Oh, there he is. Talk of the devil. Andrew. Do you want to make a tea? I was saying you're probably having a good day because I'm a bit quieter today. I said to you this morning I wasn't feeling myself. I said you're probably having a good day because I've been quiet. See? Yeah. I told you. Alright, let's come to confetti a minute. We'll come back to the second side of that. And then we've got to do the wheels in silver. Let me just confetti this up. So we're going to come for a powder blue and a Caribbean Sea. Caribbean Sea is one of my favourites actually. And then we need a pink. So we might go for pink rose. Or, hold on. Yeah, pink rose and I'll tell you what they are. Pink. Hold on. PC1018 and PC929. I thought they were the same ones then. I was going to say I'm pretty sure I haven't picked up two the same. And then we'll have a couple of, obviously, of the purple ones. So I'm going to put a lavender and a black cherry. And then we need a yellow. So we'll have cream and canary yellow. When's yours, KP? When's your birthday? Is it today? Yeah, his is the 16th. He's got a few days yet. Okay, let's come down to doing some confetti. So we're going to go for powder blue PC101. We'll pick out blues. 1087. I know yours and Mum is a soon. Mum Parker. I'll have to message you. Message me. I'll have to go. I've going on Messenger very soon after the stream anyway, because I've got a few messages that I need to open. Okay, let's do some blues. So I know what one. Oh, yours is a 15th, it's the day before. Okay, so I know now. Okay, Caribbean Sea is 1103. So those can be the blue ones. And I'm only doing 2 colours for each one. So just graduate it out like light to dark. Or light and a mid-tone. But they're like a confetti of colour. So we'll just do a few to see what they look like. And then we'll get the pink, which will look cool. Okay, so they're the blues. So let's go for, no, we're going for lavender. Lavender is 934. And let's go for some of that. Yeah. Hey Connie, how are you, hon? Take care, Kat. Thanks for popping in, honey. Have a good day. Connie, how are you? Connie, you, in case Connie CB's here. How are you, hon? Are you okay? Have you got any fur or scaly baby or anything in the meantime? I hope you've been good. Okay. Then with that, we're going to go for the black cherry, which is 1078. Just having a look. Okay, so I've got a few. Yeah, it's 5:30 here in the UK, so quite a few people here in the UK will be going and having dinner. I know it's crazy when you think how far we're all like all together at the same time, but our time differences are like all over. I'm going to go for pink rose, which is 1018. So we're going to just confetti these. and I've got to do this whole bit here. It's like a mishmash. I'm putting a few here and there to see what they look like, and then we'll do the whole lot, you know, as I said. Just want to pick a few out and see what they look like. And then I'm going to go around them in white, some of them. So we go for that one. Okay. And then along with that, let's go on top with 929. So this bit I'll be a bit more careful. Just see what they look like. Oh, you're looking for a kitty. Oh wow, Sing, and you're still up. Bless your heart. I am usually dead to the world at that time now. I used to be such a bad sleeper in terms of I used to go to bed at like 3 in the morning, and that was a regular thing when I first started the channel. And now I am fast asleep by 11, 12. Thank you. Oh, we started watching, I don't know if anyone's watched it, but it's a true story, Dirty John on Netflix last night. So I've watched a documentary on him, but I'd never watched the drama series on him. And we started that yesterday. Oh, isn't he creepy? But then I know the backstory of him now. So anyone likes true stories into dramatizations, check that out. Oh, Singapore. Okay, we're going to go for cream. So just as a like backing. So you're 8 hours in front? Is that right? I know Malaysia is. Sing. I think you're 8. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so on top of that, I'm going to go for canary yellow, which is 916. So they're going to just be like an explosion of those colours. So quite pastel-y, but the rest of it obviously isn't. And we'll darken some stuff down as well. Now you're in the yet to comes for me, Shannon. The yet to come. Okay, so that's going to be like an explosion of colour, and then obviously in that we can have like some with, if you wanted to, you know, some with some Posca. It's entirely up to you, but I'll do that like after. They can have all Posca, but that'll be a colour, and then you can go like in between with some black, just to make sure you got a definite difference. That there is supposed to have, so let me get my chocolate. And then my sand. Okay. And then my black. Now, I think coming down here, we need to do a silver wheel. So let's grab 70% cool grey. Which one's that? 30% cool grey. Get a warm grey, right? So I'm going to go for, this is 1061 Prisma, which is 30% cool. I'm just going to fade it up into, so we're going to think about over here having it as well. So the opposing side right opposite. So I'm just going to go all the way around. Very, very, very rough at the moment. And just to know, so again, opposite is going to have it. So you need to sort of fade that in to the middle. Welcome back. I love that most of you are, you know, we have a few UKers here, but a lot of you are all over the world. US is probably the most in terms of audience. Right, this one's going to have again a part where it's going to have light, so I'm going to leave that there. because we can lighten that up with like a 10% or something, or a buff titanium. Okay, so it's got to go around. Next up, I'm going to grab my 70% warm grey, which is 1065, and that's going to be my dark point. So I'm going to have more like there, obviously the bottom, and you can fade it up. So you're just planning where you want that nice contrast to be. And the same with the underneath here and the top. So just like that, just add in where you want different colour. Let me just come up a minute. Hold on. Florida. Nice sunny Florida. Okay, sorry, I was just having a sip of tea. And then I got my 70% warm grey as well, which brings in a slightly different vibe. And it's got a nice, I like the warm greys, they've got a really nice tone to it. It mixes quite well. Okay, back to my 70% cool grey. Just blend that in a bit. And I'm just going to go slowly now. Into my 30% cool grey, and then we'll bring in a warm grey going up to here. So same with coming into cool greys, warm greys. They've got a different tone. One's more brown side and one's more blue side, but they actually mix pretty well. Okay, we're going to go for 70% warm grey on the top. Back into 70% cool grey. Oh, 1 second, guys. I've just gone really dizzy. Sing, the paper's okay. Everyone says that they are okay with water media in this. I've never been able to get the hang of it. It's not. It's quite, to me, it's got like quite a lot of matte feel to it. So it does take stuff pretty well, especially pencils, and it layers really, really well. Okay, 30% cool grey. There we go. And then same we're coming down here. Right. Thank you. She's coming to life now. She'll take some time. Well, as I said, I'll do all the details and stuff. This is going to be a bit more of, we've still got to do that side of the wings, but I can do those off because we've done those. Where is that? Okay. I need a lighter. 20% is even lighter, so we're going to a 20% cool grey 1060. And it's the same with that. So you got to have a entry point of light, if that's what you're looking for. Of course, you don't have to do any of this. You colour your way. Remember that. Colour your way. Don't you know, as long as you have a good time. You can adapt stuff to something, you can change something. Okay. Let's go for some in there. This is the 70% warm. And then you need a tiny bit of black. So this is 935. And then of course, bit of Posca. because we love a bit of Oscar. Goes a long way in this house. Okay, and it's the same with this one. So we're going to get our 70% cool. And on the underneath, yeah, the paper is pretty good with pencils. I've never had a problem with pencils in it at all. Like some papers resist. I really can't get on with my Saga or Oxagna at all. 70% warm grey because it just resists everything I try to put on it. It's like it slides, a bit like the Anastasia books, they slide. Some people don't have the problems that I do, and I'm like, did I just get bad copies? Or do I just, different styles of colouring, I'm not quite sure. But if you like to layer, certain books can resist your pencils and don't want to layer up, and they kind of clump. That's the only way I can describe it, it's clumping. And it doesn't do it in this at all. So that's a good sign. 20% cool grey, which is 1060. I'm going to come to the middle. And remember, we've got that entry point of light there. So I'm going to try and keep that. And then back to my 70% warm grey. And then we're going to put them on here as well. So down these sort of like spokes, I think they're called. And then I'm going to put it on this bottom area here. So all this is going to be darker, the Chariot strings. And then I'm going to go to my 70% cool grey. And then my 30% cool grey. Okay. No, don't worry, Lou, you do what you have to, and thank you. I always say that streams are there for coming and going whenever you want. Do what you have to do in the background. They're just there for if you need a bit of company in the background. Oh, it's KP, yes, same here. Okay, I'm just going to get my black. And I'm just going to add a little bit of shadow. Yep. And Saga Oxagna is the same sort of paper where it resists and it's really hard, even though you love the, you love the pictures, but it's just, it doesn't like you. So yeah, I have the same thing. Okay, I missed a little bit with the maze here, so I'm just going to add that in. And there's a slight back section, so I'm going to put my my chocolate, my light brown. I missed that part. Okay, and I'm just going to grab black for a second. Just make sure I've got that sectioned off. And then I just need to blend with a blender pencil, just slightly. Okay, let me just come off a minute. Okay, her Chariot's actually looking really well. Her little stone in the middle, I think I'm going to do in the purple, and then, so I'm going to go for lavender 934. And then I'm going to get some Parma Violet, which is 1008. And then I need my black cherry as my darkest. That's going to go down the darkest end. Go back to my lavender. And then I'm going to just grab, Parma a minute. And I'm going to leave the top of it quite light. So I'm just going to grab this is just a cream. You can grab a white and just blend that out from the top into it. Okay. Now with my black cherry, I'm just going to add like a crackle effect. So just like slight little crackle into it. And that's going to be gold. So it's got to be like a bright gold. So I'm going to come down with the same colours as what I've done there, and I'm going to bring that up there. Now with the chariot strings, my feel is just to do them black, because I don't think they need to be browns. Maybe they can be a dark. Hi, is it Genice? I don't want to say your name wrong. Is there a pronunciation so that I can get it right? Or I could do them, let me try burnt sienna, maybe. Like a dark leather. Let's come in quite thick with that. So I've just got my burnt, which is quite a dark, yeah, we'll go for dark brown, like a leather. Okay. So let me just try them on the hands first. So we'll put black in there as well. So if you were to have a dark leather. As I said, there'll be confetti, that will be gold, and then I can finish the rest on camera on upload. Okay, so let's try with the black. Let me just grab the black on there. Take care, Shell, thanks for coming. Okay, so let's grab our black. And that can just be faded into that burnt sienna. And then I'll wrap up today. As I said, I've got uploads this week, so you'll have those as well. And I'll be live streaming on Saturday, and we'll start a new picture, or I'll have something planned out for you in advance so you'll know what it is, because I'll put the thumbnail up. Okay, come back to my burnt sienna. Just go all the way over to your moths. And then I'm going to get my chocolate into the middle. So that'll be your lightest. So that will be anywhere that you want it to just be slightly lighter. Otherwise it will be black, and the burnt sienna into there as well. So nice and just simple, because it's nice and dark going into there. So I'm just having a look if I'd like to add, I'll just put some burnt sienna around there just to add in. You don't have to be conventional, you can do things that might not. Just putting burnt sienna in here. Add a hint. And all that will be confettied in the same colour, because why not? Now the moths, as I said, I'll come back to, because a couple of these have to be dark browns, and then this will be the gold. So it will probably be done in one more upload actually. So we're not going to spend any more time on the live streams on this. And next time we come back, I'm just getting my canary yellow a second. We will so she's pretty much done. I've just got to finish off what we were doing. So remember, the same gold, finish off this gold in the same way. Then we will bring that gold up to here and do the exact same. The confetti with the outline of Posca, and then it's just literally the moths. So it's only going to be one more video. It should be one video. And depending, it will be either this week or next. Most likely next, because I have different things to film this week. But I can't believe I've been on 2 hours. It goes so quick. But she's pretty much done. So the chariot and the lady are done. Just bring the golds up. Moths will flip between on and upload, and then obviously the background. But that's going to be it for today. I'm so sorry I wasn't so lively as I usually am. As I did pre-warn, but I'm sure I'll feel much more better tomorrow. I hope. I hope. But I'll plan for the next stream, my loves. And thank you for sticking with me today. I appreciate it. I didn't not want to come. So I was like, no, I'm coming. I'm doing it. I'll just take my time with it. Take care, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in Connie's probably in an hour. And I will see you on Saturday for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you, lovelies. I'm just going to go chill out now. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. I'll see you Saturday for sure. Take care, everyone.